Secretary Kerry is in China. And so far, the climate issue has been the only area that the U.S. government says it's going to cooperate with China. And also, you said that the YPCCC has done research on China as well. So based on your understanding about both American public and Chinese public, what do you think are the areas that two countries can cooperate on within the climate change issue?
Yeah, so first of all, I would just say it is so vitally important for the future of the world that our two countries work together on this. China and the U.S. are the two world's largest economies, and together our two countries produce about 40% of the world's annual greenhouse gas emissions. Okay, those emissions that are trapping heat and causing climate change. So the world cannot fix this problem without the cooperation and leadership of the United States and China. There's so many ways that we can work together, from fundamental research, okay, and there are many research linkages, including between my university and other universities in China and around the world, that are studying climate change itself. What are the impacts? What are the solutions? Developing those solutions. How do we implement those solutions? How do we engage all parts of our society? This is not just a problem for government anymore. This is going to require engagement by individuals, by communities, by cities, by provinces, by nations, working together to, as quickly as possible, transition from burning fossil fuels, coal, oil, and gas, to a 21st century energy system, which is harnessing the power that's flowing around us at every moment, in the wind, from the sun, in the tides, and in the ground, in the heat coming from below our feet. This is the question, and we are moving there, but we need to move much, much faster. That's only going to happen if the US and China work together to both develop and make those solutions cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, because there's enormous market opportunity. Somebody's going to make a lot of money in this transition, and both the US and China are very well positioned to help lead that. But then it goes beyond that to, of course, educating our societies, empowering people at every level of society to become engaged and to be part of the solution, to make a difference. And then perhaps most importantly, both countries are major investors, both within their own country, the infrastructure that we are building. China is building entire new cities and new energy systems and new transportation systems. Well, how do you build them? Do you build those in ways that still rely on burning, say, coal? Or do you build them in the 21st century way, which is clean and safe and cheaper and inexhaustible energy? You can never run out of it, and you don't have to import it because it's right there. That really is a question for both of our countries. How do we essentially transition our own economies? But equally importantly, both of our countries are massive investors in other countries. So taking China, for example, you have this incredible Belt and Road Initiative in about 140 countries around the world. Well, what are those investments going to support? More fossil fuels, which is the energy system of the past, or the 21st century energy system that we must move to as quickly as possible? So the point is that both countries are incredibly important. We will not solve this problem globally without leadership by both the United States and China.